Hi, Year 3, and welcome to Comprehension Thursday. I thought it would be quite useful to tie in our two topics together with geography and comprehension this week. So I'm going to read to you a passage. It's actually going to be from our comprehension booklet here. Now, I know some of you have got the Year 4 booklet, and I'm really sorry about that. I have scanned it in and put it on Shobi. I'm going to read it through for you now, and then you could always you can obviously print it off if you have access to a printer. If you're able to, if you find it easy to type onto here, you can. I know that's a bit annoying at times, but if you've got a printer, print it off and write on the sheet. Otherwise, just do it straight into the booklet. Okay, so this extract is from a book written by Sir Edmund Hilary, who was one of the first people to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world, which is why I thought it'd be quite an apt comprehension to do. So this was written in 2003. The book was published in 2003, I should say. So let me read it to you. As ever, please read along with me if you want to. Arm yourself with a highlighter if you wish, and relax and just enjoy. So it's called High Adventure. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. In 1953, Edmund Hilary and Tenzing Norgay were the first people to climb to the top of Mount Everest. This is an extract from Edmund Hilary's book about this adventure. It describes the first time Hilary saw a mountain. I was 16 before I ever saw a mountain. My father's rapidly expanding bee business had occupied all my holidays, and I'd learned to do a full-sized job before I entered my teens. But in the winter of 1935, I'd saved a little money and I was allowed to join a school skiing party to Rufo, one of our large New Zealand volcanoes. I might have said that incorrectly. My pronunciation isn't great. Apologies. Jamie, you probably could correct me. I was in the lower sixth form at the time, a tall, bony, clumsy-looking youth, far from being the brightest lad in the class, and I don't think I'd been more than 50 miles outside of Auckland. I'd heard glowing tales from the other boys about skiing holidays, but it didn't mean a great deal to me. All I wanted was a chance to see the world. I saw my first snow at midnight when we stepped off our train at the National Park station. There wasn't much of it, but it was a tremendous thrill, and before long, snowballs as hard as iron were flying through the air. And as our bus carried us steadily up towards the chateau, perched high on the mountainside, its powerful light sparked into life, a fairyland of glistening snow and stunted pines and frozen streams. When I crawled into my bunk at 2 a.m, I felt I was in a strange and exciting new world. For 10 glorious days we skied and played on the lower slopes of the mountain, and I don't think I ever looked towards the summit. We had been told the upper parts of the mountain were dangerous, and I viewed them with respect and fear. I never dared to venture on them. I returned home in a glow of fiery enthusiasm for the sun and the cold and the snow, especially the snow. The extract was taken from High Adventure by Sir Edmund Hilary, 2003. It's pages 1 to 2, and it was by the Oxford University Press. Now, as with the other comprehensions we've done from this booklet, we have a glossary at the bottom, and we've got chateau, summit, and to venture. So those explanations at the bottom. Chateau means castle. Summit is the very top of a mountain, and to venture, to risk going. You're taking a risk going there. Okay, so that's the text. Here we've got the questions. There are 6. Why did Edmund want to go on the ski trip? How do you think Edmund felt when he reached the National Park station? Explain your answer. What phrase does Edmund use to describe the snowballs? Why do you think Edmund describes the mountain as a fairyland? And give one reason why Edmund didn't go up to the upper parts of the mountain during the trip. And finally, as an adult, Edmund Hilary became a mountaineer and explorer. Do you think this ski trip influenced his choice of career? Explain your answer. Now, some of these questions, they're not as simple, again, they're not as just a what colour coat was he wearing, and you look in the text and pick it out. You're having to read around the text and make inference and deduction for yourself. Okay, so you're starting to actually think about what he might have been feeling and what he was thinking. Okay, so read it through again for yourself. Highlight maybe keywords from the question and pick out information from here, and then you need to pad out your answers. Full sentences, capital letters and full stops. Thank you very much.